identify that fruit, if it is one anyways. Squirrel looked like it was getting frisky and the other one was like, nope, not today. What's with all the earthquake news today? The first one was around this area, kind of. It says a 6.2 magnitude earthquake hits north of Vancouver Island. So basically it was really close, but apparently we didn't really feel anything here. It says a 6.2 magnitude earthquake hit British Columbia's Haida-Gwaii archipelago region off the west coast Wednesday night. The US Geological Survey measured the shaker at 6.2, although Earthquakes Canada initially recorded it as having a magnitude of 5.8. It hit about 9:30 p.m. and was just followed over an hour later by magnitude 4 quake closer to Vancouver Island. And then with this it continues, I guess, south of the border. It says magnitude 6.4 earthquake sends aftershocks through Southern California. Emergency crews responding to at least 24 incidents after quake near Ridgecrest. As they say, we're still expecting the big one. They seem to say that every year, but I've yet to see it. Not that you would want to see it, I guess. The drone would be useful though in cases like that, I guess, to help people if there are a lot of flooding and stuff. Although speaking of drones, it's one of those things, people could use it for the good or the bad. How's this one? It says here, exclusive, how Extinction Rebellion plans to shut Heathrow Airport down. Document reveals how climate change activists will use drones to organize mass disruption lasting up to 16 days later this year. Millions of passengers can face travel turmoil at Heathrow this autumn as Extinction Rebellion plans a mass disruption using drones, according to a new detailed proposal seen by Huffington Post UK. The climate activist group will organize a quote, day after day of chaos across 2 weeks at the West London airport in a bid to stop flights, the leaked document reveals. That's kind of interesting, finding a leaked document on how they plan to disrupt airports and stuff with drones. And I guess according to their mindset, it says there is an opportunity to transform the humble drone into a David, which will allow us to stop the Goliath of Heathrow and the global aviation industry from destroying us, the document states. In the new plans, drones will be flown no higher than 6 feet, weigh less than 7 kilograms, and be kept away from Heathrow's designated flight paths in a bid to ensure non-violent action. Activists would also have an open hotline to police and would provide 2 months' notice. Nonetheless, the proposed action would still see hundreds of XR activists work in shifts to fly small, quote, toy drones at head height across designated areas in Heathrow's vicinity within a 5-kilometer no-drone zone. This story brings up so many interesting points, I think, just in terms of things like regulations. Do they actually stop people from flying things like, say, within an airport? Because I would be inclined to say, like, here, you have all the law-abiding people follow it, do all the registration stuff, whereas people who don't want to do it, they're not going to register at all, correct? It makes me think again, if you want to do something about like drones near airports and stuff like that, you should be working more towards ways to counter like those type of things. Like if people are going to actually fly in there, I mean, it might be a little silly to say, but in my opinion, you should almost treat it like an unwanted flock of birds or something like that. Because funny enough, it's almost like people put this on themselves. You make such a hysteria with things like the Gatwick, like how long they shut the thing down, you didn't even confirm it's a drone. Now that people know it's gonna get that kind of reaction, they're gonna do it. Can you imagine if you were just calm, basically like in some places where, okay, you see a drone, whatever, take it down with whatever measures, like everything run as normal. As opposed to this freaking out, oh my god, we gotta land everything now for these quote toy drones. I mean, you could argue if it hit in the right spot, etc., then something disastrous would happen, but odds are I highly doubt it, and I don't think the way to react is to basically make it overblown. But creating things like hysteria and being extremely over the top, well, here's a great example. People are going to exploit that. Not the law-abiding people, people who don't want to follow the rules anyways. I guess like with that earthquake story, if it did happen and there's floods anywhere, those regulations shouldn't stop a person like me, in my opinion, from just using it to say document what the place looks like to help educate people about it, or at the same time if I could use it as a way to help, like for search and rescue, for example. I mean, your stuff should be going for things like this when people want to use it on purpose to go like into the airport and stuff like that. Like here in Canada anyways, I think anyways, the regulations completely missed the mark in terms of things like education and guidelines and all that, with the way it's presented and the way it was executed. I think this family's like all grown up now, huh? Maybe it's just me, but it looks like it's smiling. Alright, see you guys later.